What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Brian Mark coming at you with another episode on this channel. And in today's episode, we're gonna be doing a recap, meaning we're gonna look back on the last 365 days that I just spent vlogging. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. Let's go. Wow! So what did I learn? What did I learn? Well, before I tell you about what I learned, I wanna tell you about what I experienced. And the reason I decided to do this in the first place. So 365 days ago, I did a little YouTube. Guys, I'm on an adventure. Welcome to my first vlog. I'm gonna take you to my new house. Let's go. And I decided that I was going to vlog every single day for 365 days straight. And the reason that I wanted to do this is my podcast, the Change Lives Make Money Online Trainer podcast, is the #1 show for online fitness coaches. And I'm gonna show you some stats here in a second. But because I had a podcast that was doing so well, and the podcast is like a long game, it's one of those things that you don't see the fruits of the labor from the podcast for a very long time. But because I had succeeded at this long game and I'm like, I was a successful podcaster, I'm like, what else could I be doing right now that is the long game that I haven't started playing? And the answer was YouTube. So as you can see from the podcast, I'm super pumped on these stats. Right now we're at 1.4 million downloads. This week we've had 15,000 people download the podcast. In the last 30 days, there's been 148,000 people download the podcast. And every podcast that I post gets between 5,000 to 7,000 downloads. So between 4,000 and 7,000 downloads. So for me, I need it to YouTube, by the way. Life hack, just pretend you're podcasting. That's how you get famous. So you're welcome. But for me, YouTube was one of those things where I was like, okay, I'm doing well right now with the podcast. It's performing, I'm getting a lot of traction, and podcasting is a long game. So what is one of the other long games that I could play that I'm not currently playing? And the answer was YouTube. Now, when I look at some of my favorite people to follow on YouTube, a lot of them got super famous because they did daily vlogs. So that's what I decided to do. Like Christian Guzman did a vlog every single day for a year. And then Jake Paul also did a vlog every single day for a year. So I was like, I thought to myself, I'm like, if I want to be an elite level person, then I need to do elite level things. And an elite level thing would be to vlog every single day for 365 days. That being said, I did expect that it was going to take off. I expected that it was going to do well, and I expected that it was going to perform, and I expected that I was going to be able to grow my channel to 10,000 subscribers. But the truth is, I didn't. I grew my channel, and don't get me wrong, I'm super grateful. If you look back and when I first started, I'm gonna put up a screenshot here. I had about 500 subscribers, and now I have 2,000, which means I 4x'd my subscriber base in the last 12 months, and I'm really happy about that. And now I wanna do that again. I wanna 4x my subscriber base, 5x my subscriber base this year, and now I know that more does not necessarily equal better. So I'm gonna get into the things that I learned from vlogging every single day for 365 days straight. Lesson #1 is that more does not always equal better. Now, I'm the type of person that has always been very good at taking consistent action. And so for me, committing to 365 days straight of vlogging on YouTube, to a lot of people felt crazy, because even when I was on my honeymoon, even when I was sick, even when I was on vacation at friends' weddings, like I never missed. And that was a big commitment for a lot of people, but for me it wasn't. So that doesn't mean that I got success, right? Like if you look at my subscribers, like yeah, I got 4x, but I didn't get to 10,000, which was my goal. And so that told me this year that more does not always equal better. So Cole De Silva, my business partner, has been posting YouTube shorts for the last 2 months, but his YouTube shorts are very high quality and very consistent. And even though he's only been posting for 2 months and he didn't vlog for 365 days, his subscriber base grew to 4,000, and we started at the same place, and mine only grew to 2,000. So even though I put up more content than him, his content was better, and so that's why he got more subscribers. And so lesson #1 is that more does not always equal better. Lesson #2, commitment means even if the sky is falling. Now, obviously, it wasn't very easy for me to vlog every single day for 365 days. However, commitment means even if the sky is falling. My definition of that is that I'm the type of person that when I make a commitment, retreat is not an option. And so for me to vlog every single day for 365 days, there was a lot of challenges that came with it. I got super sick for a couple weeks. I was traveling, I was in Bali. I was vlogging every single day when I was in Bali. I couldn't miss. Even if I wanted to just relax all day, I still had to find a way to get a vlog out. Now, commitment means even if the sky is falling, I make it happen. Like no matter what. Like the level that you need to play at if you want to be successful is the only way that it's not happening is if I'm dead or in the hospital. That to me is #2, and I think that to me is the character trait that defines massive success. Is before you'll get success, you first need to develop the character trait that no matter what, you do not miss. Now, the third thing that I learned from vlogging every single day for 365 days straight is that consistency isn't everything. Like I said, I don't have a problem with being consistent. I do have a problem sometimes slowing down and figuring out the optimal strategy. It's like the example that I'm gonna use is going to the gym. If you go to the gym and you come to the gym every day for 2 hours a day and just walk on the treadmill, and you won't see success. So again, consistency by itself isn't everything. You need to have a strategy. And I feel like in 2022, what I realized is that I would rather go slow and focus on quality than go fast and focus on quantity. So this ties into lesson number 1, but consistency by itself isn't everything. The fourth thing I learned from vlogging every single day for 365 days straight is if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. What I mean by that is in order to keep a commitment like vlogging every single day, I had to know in advance what I was gonna do and how I was gonna make it happen. So if I was going on a vacation, I needed to plan in advance when I was gonna film. If I was going on vacation, I needed to plan in advance, and I needed to make sure I had all my memory cards and that I had all my batteries and that I had all of my equipment so that I could upload the vlog so that it could get edited. And so I needed to always be planning in advance for all the stuff that I was doing because I found that there was a couple times where I literally had to bust out my phone and do a vlog on my phone because I didn't plan properly and I didn't have my camera all set up. So the fourth lesson that I'm gonna teach you guys that I learned from vlogging every single day is if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. The fifth and final lesson that I learned from vlogging every single day for 365 days straight is before you move forward, take a quick look back. What I mean by that is if I would have just slowed down and taken a look back at what videos were doing well and my analytics, etc., I would have realized sooner that the only viral video on my channel was a video titled 3 Tips to Help You Start on the Fitness Business. That one video has 52,000 views, which is like 50 or 100x what a lot of the other videos on my page have. And so if I would have just slowed down and taken a look at some of my analytics, I would have figured that out sooner and I could have changed my content strategy. So the fifth lesson that I learned is before you move forward, make sure you take a quick look back to see what's working so that you can duplicate it and replicate that. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of today's YouTube episode. Will I continue vlogging every single day for 365 days straight? No. Because like I talked about in this YouTube, I think it's more important to focus on the quality, not necessarily the quantity of the videos. And so I'm gonna be producing 2 videos every single week, and they're gonna come out on Tuesday and Thursday starting next week. And so you guys are gonna start to see a lot more consistent content from me, but when you see content from me, it's going to be extremely high value. And so what I want you to do is I want you to turn on those post notifications, comment below, leave me a like, let me know if you follow the YouTube journey, if you've been along for the ride. And I promise you guys that this YouTube channel is gonna be one that you are not gonna wanna miss in 2023. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have the best day of your entire life. Chase your dreams. Let's go.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.